I have a lot of things I want to get off my chest. I hate this idea that you're the best. I am the best
wrestler in history. Nobody ever walked out of an arena without saying, God, Ric Flair put on a show tonight. Nature Boy has got for you.
Asha, that's how real hood though.
Ladies, we have a very prime opportunity right now.
Welcome to KedaNJay. We talk NXT.
That's how we kick off the show.
That was a perfect Jay. Like perfect, cause you're not gonna do it again, sir. Perfect. You know what is wrong with you? Every week, Jay. Every week. Is this episode 3 or 4? I don't know. 4.
This is episode 4 for NXT.
See, he know. I should know this. Yeah, episode 4 NXT. We are recording 10/22/2015. I always want to say 2005. I don't know why.
Because that's when I guess it was still somewhat good.
Dun, 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 dun.
Well, granted, that is when he won his first heavyweight title.
You know, I was actually happy when he won at that period of time. Now I just don't care. But we're not talking about him. No.
Yeah.
He's banned for NXT.
Really good.
Unless he show up with a suit. Did he do that one time, real quick? Did he do that one time?
If he did, I didn't see it.
I think he was there, and he was like, "These young." I think it was him and Triple H. He was like, "These young guys are." I think it was Neville in there. I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. It was like a while.
Yeah, he called them young guys, but he can't call some of the people there that's now young.
Yeah,
they got more experience than he do.
Pretty much, especially Kevin Owens. He put him out on the spot real bad.
Kevin Owens, he do a Tommy,
Daniel Bryan,
Finn Balor,
Sami Zayn,
and now James Storm.
You know, we're gonna get into him.
I'm just about we just naming people. You know,
no, I know, but James, it's okay. James, don't get me wrong. I was happy to see him, but yeah.
Actually, he older than he older than Cena.
Ain't he like 30, 37, 38?
38.
Oh, okay. Wow. He's almost 40, yeah. So he been on TNA like over 10 years.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Wow.
Still, I'm holding out hope that the other half of Beer Money appears.
No,
I would be happy with that.
I doubt he will come.
Because I put him in the same boat as Samoa Joe in TNA, where it's like they really don't know where to fit them. They didn't know where to fit, like with Joe, didn't know where to fit him in at anymore toward the end of his run there. So it's the same thing with Bobby Roode. It's like they really don't know where to.
Is it like? Right. Is it like how Bret Hart went to WCW? They know what to do with him like that.
Well, if you listen to what Eric Bischoff said in regards to what he wanted to do with Bret, they knew what to do with him. It didn't work out that way.
Oh, okay.
Because you watched that. Because you watched the Legends with JBL, right?
Nah, not yet.
No. But anyway, on there he was talking about that, and he wanted Bret Hart to be the face of Thunder. So it's because it was like, well, we already have the establishment on Nitro. He wanted a big name star to be the face of Thunder. So he wanted Bret Hart to be that face. But like I say, things just didn't work out that way.
Okay. Well, put it that way. Let's start off this NXT. NXT, oh.
Yeah.
Episode 4, I had to think.
Well, at least you didn't botch it.
Shut up. I try not to. Oh, shout out to my friend James. That's what I was telling you earlier. He asked me. Why would you laugh so hard when you said Stephanie McMahon? At first, I thought he said my stepfather. I was like, I don't say my stepfather on the show. What is he talking about? He's like, no, you said Stephanie McMahon. Why would you laugh so hard?
Oh,
Because I think I was laughing and you were trying to explain. He was like, "Why would you laugh so hard?"
yeah.
I was like, he don't like Stephanie on based on NXT. Basically, how she come off. You just cross. You didn't like how she, on that particular show.
Well, no, it's not just that.
Okay.
Well, it was that, but it's not just that. I don't like when she's involved with the divas or women's wrestlers, as we call them. Well, I don't like when she's involved with that because we know that she's truly not behind it.
Yeah.
You know?
NXT Divas Revolution. I am the $1 billion. Well, I don't know, but anyway. First, speaking of women's wrestlers. Sorry.
Right. Yes.
It was Asha. That's her name, right? Asuka. Asha.
Asuka.
Asuka
Yeah,
versus Billie Kay. Yeah. Before we get into that, Alexa Bliss had a match with I call her 2.0 Billie Kay. I don't know her name. Do you know her name?
Peyton Royce.
Oh, okay. See, I'm just hard. They look like they just look similar to me.
Well, because they are similar. They're both from Australia.
Right, but they need to change one of their heads or something. I don't know, their hair.
Well, Billie Kay changed up her look. She had on new ring gear last night.
I see, but they need to do more. Like it's how they always try and make sure each diva don't look alike. Remember?
That's on the main roster. That's because they made Eva Marie not look like the Bella Twins.
I swear I was going with that point.
I know. So, but I beat you to it.
Oh, and you know what? And I know Jay miss Eva Marie. She in Paris.
Yeah. You need to stay there.
No, she gonna come back and botch your pen.
I hope she come back and her first opponent is Nia Jax.
No, God, we're not trying to see her die.
Well, for the purpose of this, I would be the crazy executive producer from No Holds Barred, and Nia Jax would be my Zeus.
Stop.
And Eva Marie just some poor person that she destroys.
Really? So you just had to plug in your movie, your movie talk. Check out Jay and Keda movie talk and No Holds Bars. Yeah, we're not trying to kill Eva Marie. You just want her off TV. I like Eva Marie on TV because you know why? She on TV. I get to hear Corey Graves just praise her.
I don't see and see her being on TV is why I don't like Corey Graves.
Oh, so. Well, we disagree. I love Corey Graves and his commentary. That other dude, I just don't care. I think his name Rich or something. Michael Cole Jr. I know, but still.
Tony Schiavone.
Oh God, I did fish. I did fish. Oh, you know what? I was telling you I was watching Ring of Honor off the show. It was nice to see Kevin Kelly. I don't watch Ring of Honor.
And it's Steve Corino. Remember we was talking about? I couldn't remember who the other person is, and I knew Steve Corino. I couldn't remember his name. I can't believe that.
Oh, you know what? Down the line, we're gonna do Ring of Honor.
But yeah, because I miss watching crazy ass Jay Briscoe.
No, I saw they match. Oh my God! I'm not gonna spoil it for you. I don't know whose opponent it was. Because I'm still learning. Like you call me a casual fan, I get offended with WWE because I watch it every freaking week. But with TNA, I am a casual fan, and I'm learning I'm learning names, so I'm proud of myself. And I saw him in the match, a DQ match yesterday. Man, I don't know his opponent name, but they went to the extreme. I was like, ooh. This man is crazy. And then I went because I have him on my DVR. I recorded for a while. I just ain't get to watch him. And I saw him and his brother. I was like, these some crazy motherfuckers, yo. And they had the match. I don't know names. Sorry, I forgot his opponents, but they might be jobbers. I don't know. And this is like probably 2 months ago. The match I saw, and they was just man. No, I'm sorry. It wasn't jobbers. It was two. I think they called like the blood something. They had like paint on them. It was blood. One was real thick. I don't know. I'll let you know later. But
what I was gonna say was if you think their matches are crazy, you should see they promos.
Yeah, you know, I did see the promo. I saw them on The Kingdom. I like them. With the girl from
Maria Kanellis.
There you go.
And Michael Bennett.
Nathan don't like he said I don't know he said it last night. I don't say he don't like him. I think out of them four he just
a lot of people don't like Michael Bennett.
He just don't care. I don't have an opinion yet because it's like I'm trying to be watch regularly. But Nathan, he was telling me, he was like, it comes on Saturday on his broadcast. So we watch it. I watch it Wednesday. So it's like a 5-day delay. So I'm trying to stay, away from the spoilers. But I don't really see that much spoilers of Ring of Honor because I don't think I have a lot of Ring of Honor followers on Twitter. So it kind of helped me in a way.
That's good.
But back to NXT. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Asha versus Billie Kay.
Yeah.
I like Billie Kay music for some reason. I don't know why. It's like catchy to me. I don't know.
I don't know. I really didn't hear it so much last night because I don't know if this was happening with you. I know it happened with a lot of other people.
It was skipping real bad. Yeah.
Yeah. I was. It's like I was watching a DJ version of NXT where it skipped ahead and then it reversed back past something I saw, then it skipped forward.
It was messing up real bad in the Jane Storm match. That's probably why I didn't enjoy it the first time.
Hell, I didn't even see the Jane Storm match.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see his entrance. I saw after he got the win because before he came out, it froze on me.
That's funny. It happened to me too, and then it went. And then the crowd was like making noise. He came out, and then it went back, and he came out again. And I'm like, what the hell? So I was like, screw it. I'll wait till it's done. And that's when I rewatched it. I didn't have no.
So I was like, okay, when it froze, I'm like, oh well, it'll come out of that. And so because I got up and went to get something to eat. So when I came back, it was still frozen. I was like, oh shit. So I had to exit out. By the time I exited out and went back in, he was getting his hand raised, and I'm like. So I missed this man's debut, so I'm going to have to go back and watch that.
Did you go back and watch it?
No, I didn't yet, but I say I'll probably go back and watch it.
Okay, the match itself was good. The only thing I might just be an a-hole for this. I was just like he couldn't like tone up a little more. That's just me, but I understand. I understand at a certain age. I understand it, but the match was okay. I mean, it wasn't like holy crap. It wasn't like.
Well, Jane Storm has never really been what you say a.
In shape. Yeah.
Well, not in shape. I won't say in shape because he is in shape. He can move.
Well,
because look at Kevin Owens. Is Kevin Owens really in shape? You know what I mean?
Okay. But, he's not toned. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, he's never been. He's a little
bulky.
He's never been a toned up person.
Right. It just. Well, that's why I'm at TNA. And you know what's weird? I know TNA's on a delayed, because they record the episodes way in advance.
Yeah.
And I saw something with him on it. And I'm just laughing like Jesus.
Yeah, he pulling everybody here lately pulling the Rick Rudes.
And Kenny King, because the episode I saw last week was Kenny King, and then he was on TNA, and I was just like, how is this possible? I was like, oh yeah, I forgot they record way in advance. So I was like, okay. But Asha versus Billie Kay. Did you like the match?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I mean, once again, you got to see Asuka, display her skills, and Billie Kay actually, gave her, a good match.
Yeah, she did good. Billie Kay. I want to see more from her. I mean, I know it's about Asha. I know it's about her, but I want to see they do more with Billie Kay for some reason.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah, her and the other one. I mean, I think her name Peyton, right? That's what you said.
Peyton Royce.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll talk about her soon.
Okay, yeah, they should do more with them.
Make them a tag team.
Yeah, I mean they could be sisters, like literally. But but Asha, her looks, man, she's creeping people out. I thought the boogeyman looks was creepy when he first came out, but her face expression just it's just like Jesus, like you don't want to look at this lady. You remember how Emma just put her head down?
Yeah.
She's like, nah, I'm not gonna do nothing. I guess Dana Brooke is still recovering from her injury, so maybe she gonna come back um what's the word I'm looking for, Jay? She gonna come back
With a vengeance.
nah, she gonna come back, she ain't gonna know what happened.
Amnesia.
Amnesia, yes.
Jeez.
Yes.
I hope they don't do
I
that.
hope they don't do that. But you know this is WWE. Maybe I should be quiet.
No, this is NXT.
Well, right, but I mean somebody putting their hands in NXT. I don't know.
No, anyone put their hands in NXT. People think that, but they not. They not.
Alright. If you say so.
I say so. Cause Jay say so. That's
Okay. No, I was reading his text message too. He said, "Your man is very funny. He talk." Okay. Anyway, I stopped.
you reading text on the show.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's how much you don't care about this NXT episode.
No, I do care, but it was an important. I thought it was an important text, so I'm sorry. That's my brother from another mother. He gonna be like, "Why would you read that?" I only read a little bit, but
Well, I can take it out.
no, keep it in there. That's fine. He be alright. I gave him 2 shots on the show. He should be happy. The next match was Tyler Breeze. Ooh, I'm sorry. No, it's
Tyler Breeze.
What's
that?
I just think about SmackDown. he had a promo. Well, he was backstage segment. He had his little camera. He challenged Samoan Joe.
Yeah. So I guess he's still gonna do double duty for a while.
God, okay. I mean, I'm gonna wait till we get to the Apollo Crews. That one to explain why I don't like Tyler Breeze versus Samoan Joe.
Okay.
I understand they want to take Tyler Breeze off to NXT, so they're gonna have Samoan Joe kill him. Basically, I understand that, but they could have did so much more. Okay, we'll do that later. But Tyler Breeze basically challenged Samoan Joe to a match. Is that next week or just down the line?
I think that's next week.
Okay, yeah, maybe it is. I don't know. And it was Enzo and Cass versus the 2.0. What you call them again? The Brainbusters?
Yeah, Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard.
Yeah,
Dash and Dawson.
Yeah, Dash and Dawson, yeah. I don't know who's who yet, but
Dash
is the one with the mustache?
No, that's the other one.
Oh.
Dawson is Arn Anderson.
Okay. Well, okay. I know who Arn Anderson, but I didn't know which one. Okay.
Yeah.
They what name was. Okay. I liked the match. I enjoyed the match, and this team is growing on me, Jay, for some reason.
I told you.
They grown. Oh, because they like old school type of feel too.
Because they're the brain busters.
Anyway, I liked them, and basically
they beat the hell out of Cass and
True, but did you see they finished it? It almost remind me of the 3D a little bit.
Yeah, it do.
It is. I like it though. I like it.
But tell me this: why did Enzo look like he killed the cheetah before he came to the ring?
What?
He looked. Did you see what he had on? He looked like he killed the cheetah.
Nah, I didn't pay that.
Yeah, go back.
Oh, he did. Okay, yeah. No, I was focusing more on his hair.
Yeah, well, from the head all the way down to his shoes, he looked like he killed the cheetah or something. It's like, what the hell are you doing?
Oh gosh. Oh.
And well, at least my girl is back on TV thanks to that piece of crap that's in Paris.
Hey, you can't talk. You know what? Speaking of Eva Marie,
Oh, jeez.
she was next. I might be like the only one Eva Marie fan. Like, I'm not a fan. Like, I won't buy none of her merchandise. God no, hell no. But I just like you know I'm a fan of Bo Dallas. I'm one of them. the reason I'm a fan of these certain people is like just to be a jackass and be like, yeah, they good, but you know they not. Now Bo Dallas is good to me, but even Marie, she cool. You know her and Corey Graves. You know, you know what? I hope they keep him on NXT.
Ooh,
Corey Graves. I'm not saying nothing gonna happen to him, but because when I saw the ESPN the little documentary they had,
yeah.
I think he had like a 2-year deal with them. I hope it lasts longer. I like him on NXT. He fits that.
Yeah, they probably gonna keep him.
I hope so.
He's one of the originals.
Right. He fits that. And when I saw him in the ring, I just didn't care. I was like, he's like a ripoff of CM Punk. But
Who?
oh,
We'll talk about that.
yeah. But I like his commentary. But even Marie, you know, this week it didn't seem like she was reading the script much as this week that she did last week.
Maybe because they filmed enough takes to where they finally got it right.
Stop. Leave the stop. 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 Jesus. Oh, maybe she'll take Randy on her vacation. You know, he got injured, I think. You know, maybe she go Perry too. I mean, he go Perry with her too. I don't know. Maybe they all, you know, take John Cena with you. Well, out the Hell in the Cell. So, yeah, take all of them with you. But yeah, I can't wait till she come back. No, I want even Maria to come back, of course.
Why?
So she got to go tell the Divas next year or later this year. You know how that season's
come back. She can come back for that, but she don't have to come back in the ring.
No, you know they're gonna make her come back in the ring. I'm just being an a-hole.
I know.
But yeah. So we the people miss Eva Marie.
Yeah. So she said.
Okay, the next match was Danny versus who? His name is Danny. Don't know last name. Really could care less. Danny versus James Storm. The match was good. James Storm did his finisher, but you didn't see it yet. But he did the sorry about your damn luck, and I'm like, oh.
That's his.
Okay, but I was just like, oh, they actually let him. You know what I mean? You know how sometimes you come in a different cup. Oh, you can't do this. You know what I mean? Like. You can't do this.
Well, look at Apollo Crews. No, he can't use the what is it, Yuha Nation, but he's the Apollo Nation. It's a playoff of his old gimmick. But
true.
And just like James Storm, sorry about your damn luck. Who else is doing? Nobody else is doing that.
Right, but I think he did a finishing move with doing after that. I was just shocked they let him do it. That's all. That was just me. That was just I was happy he does. Oh, that's awesome. You know, sometimes they cut.
I'm waiting on him to do the. Wait, did he do the last call super kick, or did he do the code breaker?
I can't remember.
Because those are his two finishers. The last call super kick and the code breaker. Those are his finishers.
I'm gonna say no, but I don't remember. Okay. Because remember, he kept skipping too. And when
I go back and watch it.
Yeah, when I went back and watched it, I was just like, okay, he won. I don't remember. I probably blanked out. Cause they keep, you know what? And the only thing I don't like about NXT, yes, I'm saying it. Why do you need commercials? Just go backstage or something. Like, why? We don't need to see the Undertaker and Brock Lesnar. Don't get me wrong, Undertaker. You know, I'm a fan of his. We don't need to keep seeing his promo. I understand you try and promote the Undertaker in the promo, but most of your fans watch the main well, not NXT, but most of them know about the Undertaker match. You know what I mean? Like, don't put that on it. I'll see if it's like WrestleMania or SummerSlam over the Royal Rumble. Yeah, but you don't need to keep putting their promo on it. And that's another reason I'm not really looking forward to this match. I mean, that's probably the match I want to see, but it's too much I know you're supposed to advertise your matches. I understand that. But when I'm watching NXT, I don't want to see that. I'm sorry. I just don't want to see that. That's just me.
I agree. I agree with you.
And speaking of Apollo Crews, did you like how they went back?
Yeah, the little
documentary
profile.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's what the main roster should do. Sometimes,
They should, but they
don't. That would help build character and get you invested in characters, personalities.
Ooh, what's that, Jay?
I don't know. I don't know.
And okay, so do you like how they building up Apollo Crews to be the #1 contender?
Yeah,
What?
because it's getting you invested in him.
Okay, my issue with this whole thing, I think it's too soon.
Why?
The reason I say is because I know they wanted not to have Samoa Joe be the #1 contender. But the only reason I say I would rather have him the #1 contender, let him and Finn have a few, because you could have did so much more with Tyler Breeze versus Apollo Crews. Like after takeover of was that Respect? Yeah. After that, I really want to see more of them. Like I want to see like a long storyline with them too. Like I thought, like okay, after this they gonna have more matches, maybe a series of 5, like they doing a Ring of Honor. Is his name ACH versus the former Everborn? I forgot his name right now. God
Matt
damn it.
Sydal.
Yes, like they could have had. They have some amazing matches, by the way. But they could have did something like that with them. I think it's too soon for Apollo. But like I understand why they want to make him champion. But because Finn Balor probably going to the main roster very soon. That's how I'm just assuming. But they could have did much more with Tyler Breeze and him.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. It almost seemed like they kind of flipped. It's like they flipped the script with the 4 of them in a way, where we thought it was gonna be Apollo versus Tyler Breeze, Samoa Joe versus Finn. They flipped them around.
Yeah, they did. I mean, okay, I know I always complain on Raw. Oh, I predicted it. But with this
Yeah.
one, it would have made more sense to me because it's like you was billing to that storyline of a few. I understand like certain specials or pay-per-views you supposed to be blowing off a few, but like I said before, the NXT Respect, it felt like these feuds will like after the show, like you can't wait to see more of these feuds. It
Yeah.
it wasn't like a close the door. It was like open the door. Except for the Bailey versus Sasha, that was close the door. But the rest of the matches, and then the with Finn and Samoa Joe, I want to see more what that was gonna go.
Yeah, because that
And
was
the
that
tag
that whole
team
thing was building.
champions,
That
yeah.
that whole
And
thing
the
was
thing with
building.
Apollo Crews and Tyler, that was building. I know Tyler Breeze made his debut tonight. You know, he beat up Dolph Ziggler, but yay. But I'm just happy to see him up there. I know somebody was on Twitter was like, yeah, y'all put him on SmackDown. Not you. Somebody else was like, yeah, put him on SmackDown. Who cares? True, but I'm happy he up there. I don't know. They should have put that gimmick what he have up there, but we'll see how that would go. I hope he don't turn out another Fandango in a couple of weeks, but I don't know.
Fandango / Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, and speaking of Dolph, him and Dolph want to have a feud. I really don't
Exactly.
believe that. Like I said before with Tyler Breeze, he comes to the main roster, had John Cena say, "Hey, I'm having an open challenge," dun, 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 and then let Tyler Breeze come out there with his selfie stick and beat John Cena, and people just shocked. I
It's
never had that.
you know what? Dolph Ziggler versus Tyler Breeze. It's just a throwback. It almost like if they put like years ago, if it was Rick Rude versus Rick the Model Martel. It's like, okay, you got two basically similar type characters feuding against each other. For what? Or better yet, or for people who a little closer, Shawn Michaels versus Rick Martel, and hopefully they don't do with these two what they did with Shawn Michaels and Rick Martel at SummerSlam. I think it was SummerSlam '92, where they had a match where neither one of them could hit each other in the face.
Oh, that sounds familiar. I think I probably saw a clip.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I said, but hopefully they don't do nothing like this. But that's basically what these two are.
Don't give them no ideas.
I'm trying not to.
Don't give them no ideas.
Well, if they do take my idea, I'm suing WWE.
And maybe we get some more heat. But anyway,
and I'll promote the hell out of the show.
no bullshit. But yeah, but that's not like I mean with Apollo Crews, and it just it just felt like it was rushing away. You know what I'm saying? Like give him more time to develop, because he still is like a mystery for me. I didn't watch beforehand. You know what I mean? So this is like I'm new to him, so it's like just give me a little more time with him. But It's like, okay, you just throw him in this feud with Finn Balor. I'm assuming Finn is going to the main roster, so he be champion. So what do you do with Samoa Joe after Tyler
Well,
Breeze?
feud with Apollo Crews.
I guess. I mean,
But let me ask you this: what did you know about Kevin Owens when he first arrived, prior to him coming to NXT?
YouTube videos of Ring of Honor.
Okay.
That's all I saw of him. I actually like scammed over him for a second. I was like, let me watch. It was like a ladder match or something. And I was like, let me watch.
Well, the one when he almost killed Sami Zayn
Was that Sami Zayn?
under the mask, El Generico.
I believe it was.
Yeah, that's Sami Zayn.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, where he did the package pile drive on the ladder and almost killed himself and
Oh yeah. Okay. I think that was the match. I think it was another ladder match too. But maybe it was that. It was that one. But
they had a bunch of matches. So.
Okay, it was a ladder. I can't remember exactly which one. But with Apollo Crews, it's like I'm not. I mean, I don't know his history, but I don't like. I mean, y'all know him from different promotions, but for me as a fan, I feel like they could do more with him with a slow build. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like I prefer a slow build for him because you have this like amazing talented guy who has the whole package, and it's like don't rush it. You know what I mean? Like just slow play, not too slow, but like get him. If they would get him that feud with Tyler Breeze, that would. I mean, we know Tyler Breeze would have lost, but that would have helped, help Apollo more. You know what I mean? Get him. I mean, I don't know if I should say get him the rub per se, but I would like to see him and Tyler Breeze have a feud because he was like, okay, they had a really good match. I just want to see more out of them, but I can't get it. Maybe one day, who knows? But I mean, he's going for the championship now. It's going to be interesting to see who the crowd go for, Finn or Apollo Nation.
Or both.
Yeah, well, it reminded me of Cena and Daniel Bryan, SummerSlam.
I think more people was behind Daniel Bryan, but WWE made it seem like the crowd was behind Cena.
Right, but no. I mean, you did have like Let's Go Cena, and then you had Daniel Bryan's chest. I mean, it was because no, what I'm saying it was both faces, like technically. So it's like okay, like that. I mean, there's something snoring in my ear, dog.
Kind of like Hogan and Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, exactly. It was something like that. But yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see the match, but they could have just waited for Apollo. But I mean, he come champion. Hey, good for him.
Exactly. He'd be what, the second?
Yeah, because Big E was the first. I don't even remember him. I remember him being champion, but if you be like, oh yeah, remember Big E was the champion? I was like, oh yeah.
Well, that's before that's before NXT was the version that it is now.
True, but it's still like I wasn't watching when Seth Rollins was champion.
Yeah, I didn't see none of that.
Yeah, I didn't, but I think it's on Hulu Plus and
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube. But I think it's on Hulu Plus too. But because on the network, I don't think they go back that far. To be honest with you, but
well, they only go back to last year.
Oh, okay, see. But yeah, oh, so the next match.
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss versus
Whoa.
What?
Little Miss Thick Bliss.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yes, really.
That dude, the I don't know. I'm bad with names tonight. What's his name? The one, Blake and Murphy. I believe it was Murphy. And yeah, I think it was Murphy. Wait a minute. Is Murphy the one with the blonde hair?
I don't know.
Okay, whatever. But one of with the blonde hair. I think he had earrings in his ear yesterday. I could be wrong. All that was paying attention was his ears for some reason. I don't know. But yeah. So what did you think about Alexa Bliss versus
Peyton Royce?
2.0 K? Yeah.
2.0 Billy Kay.
Yeah.
It was a good match. I mean, we got to see more heel Bliss. and her two stooges, cheering her on.
And you know what's weird? It's like, okay, it's like she took their theme music and
Yeah,
made
pretty
it
much.
her own. Like their
Bas-
whole gimmick, like their whole gimmick is better on her than them.
Basically,
It's just-
she has taken over their group.
yeah, like
She's taken over the group.
okay, this might be a bad comparison. I mean, I'm not really a Ring of Honor, fan. Yeah, I'm starting to become one. Is it? Do you think it's like similar with? I mean, I know it's two different groups, the Kingdom in them. Do you think it's like a little similarity between Maria and her? Well, not the wrestling, no, just like the characters they dominant in their group.
No, no,
Okay, whatever. I tried.
no. I know where you're going with that, but
Yeah, no, okay.
like I said, you have to see a little bit more of.
The Kingdom to understand.
Yeah.
I said, okay. Well, y'all, you know that, but
Especially when Adam Cole was a part of the group. That version of it was more legit, I think. 'Cause is he still part of it? Because like I said, I haven't seen it in a while. Is he still part of them?
I believe I'm learning people names. I think he's in it now. I think he betrayed somebody,
Okay.
and he's in it now, but I'm not sure.
Well, he was in it. He was in it before.
Okay, but it's three of them now, and with Maria.
Okay. Well, like I said, all right, I have to start watching again.
Yeah, we
I
got.
haven't seen it.
Yeah, we gotta watch that. I really enjoyed it. Maybe because Raw is so crappy, and I'm just like, oh, it's a fresher, new air. Just like, oh, yes.
Cause they focus on the story. They focus on what they're supposed to focus on.
Right.
The wrestling.
Yeah.
That's what they're supposed to focus. That's supposed to be the main focus. Okay. Comparison for you. What if you was watching a hockey match, and they focused on everything but what you was actually seeing? Would you like hockey still?
No.
Okay.
Hey, speaking of hockey, they have a game on now. Yeah. Sorry, but oh no, I'm sorry. I'm just wondering. He was texting me. It's a show called The Blacklist. I think I was telling you about it. He was texting me what's happening. I need to catch up on it. But that's like our favorite show. But anyway.
Yeah. So I mean, we seen. I say this. Alexa Bliss has really improved a lot in the ring.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that has to go to one Sarah Del Rey.
Yeah, I mean, they had good matches. I thought her match months ago with her and Sasha, they did good. I mean, I want to see her now and Sasha again. I think they tear the roof up. Like they had the match couple months. I think they was in her hometown actually. Alexa when they had the match, I believe. Yeah, but
what is her finisher called again?
don't give me the line. It's like Sparkle or something.
It's something like that, but it's kind of funny how she do it, in a sense.
Maybe 'cause she's so teeny, I don't know.
Maybe, but I mean, I like it, but at the same time, it's just the way she do it is like, the hell is this?
Okay. Would you rather see her finisher or Brie? Do Brie Bella have a finisher?
To quote you, don't get me lying.
Her finisher's taking bumps.
Her finisher says, "Come on, Nikki."
Brie Bella. Oh,
yeah, that's a finisher.
That just gave me a headache.
Tapping out, that's a finisher.
Oh God, we see Jay don't like Brie Bella, but yeah.
And you say you don't like Velvet Sky. Well,
no, I don't think I said I don't like her. It just I don't want to see her in WWE as a wrestler.
Well, but you got Brie.
So I can't get rid of her. She's there already. Cause no.
But no, listen. When I was trying to bring Velvet in, I wasn't bringing her in as a wrestler.
I understand it, but I just don't want to see her in WWE. I think I said I would like to see her with beautiful people. That's really why I like her, with her and Angelina Love, and I think the other one is
Madison Rain.
Yeah, Madison Rain. Yeah, her. I like them as a group, But I don't want to see Velvet Sky wrestle. I understand you were saying she come with the Douglas to be their valet,
Yeah.
like Stacey Keevia. But they already got enough of them, divas and wrestlers. No, you got Summer Rae. He got silent on me. Breathe, Jay, breathe.
Talking about that chicken head.
You know, a lot of I listen to a lot of podcasts, and most of them I think it was Wrestling Soup. They call her homely. They call her homely. A lot of people don't like her. Like they said her body. I guess not Wrestling Soup in general. Her body's hot, but her face you just need to put a bag over it. Something like that. I'm like that.
Or chicken head.
Yeah, that's it. And somebody call her a horse. Something's like they just so wrong.
Yeah, I won't go that far. Like I said, I only made that joke because of months ago when she had the chicken. When she came out with with Adam Rose, she was a part of his group. And she had the chicken head on. She took it off. That's why I call her chicken head.
Oh, okay. Well, I was thinking about the other chicken head, but okay.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Like I said, I don't do that.
Okay.
Unless it's worthy. Yeah.
Unless it's Stephanie McMahon.
Well, no. Even with that, I won't go that far.
You know how you and Rob and the other one was they was like, oh yeah, you a Cena fan, you a Cena. I was like, these assholes. And now I can say you a Stephanie McMahon fan, Jay, because they always used to double team me on Twitter, y'all. Like they like, oh, she's a Cena fan. She got his first album.
Well,
I was
you
like,
set
okay.
yourself up for that. You set yourself.
I did, but I was like, I'm gonna get them back somehow. And I got you back with Stephanie McMahon, not Robin yet. Not Robin. Not Robin. No. I got you, Robin. Well, actually, we in 10th place in our fantasy. She like these motherfuckers.
You should say it. You should say it the way Kevin Owens said it. You should say it.
I can't. You put me on the spot. Robin, we in 10th place, Robin. We in 10th place, Robin. Come on, Robin. Let's go. 1-0. She gonna kick my ass. She be like, really?
Okay. So
anyway.
So Alexa Bliss won the match, and
Yeah,
then she gave
the ringside.
Yeah, and then she gave another promo in regards to calling out Bayley, who was not on the show.
And you know what? And I enjoyed. Well, I'm gonna say I want to enjoy her not being on the show, but it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? You don't, like you said, you don't need her on the show every week. But
well, I'll tell you something.
One fan was there, I think.
What's that again?
I said I think her number one fan was there though.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I think she was in the crowd this one. I think I saw her. At
But-
least she get the same seat. But go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say too. You notice who else wasn't on the show, and they haven't been seen since the Dusty Classic.
Oh, Eva Marie.
Jason Jordan and Gable.
Oh, they haven't.
So it makes me wonder: are they saving them for something like a? Because I mean, like I said, they stole that show.
Oh,
and
they
then,
did.
And then for them not to be on the show, the next 2 weeks.
Okay, maybe when the is it the Vault Villains?
Yeah.
Maybe when they beat 2.0 Brainbusters, maybe they'd come back and challenge them or something.
Maybe, but no, I just thought that was interesting because like I said, last week it was like, okay, they're not on the show, but then I was like, this week I was like, okay, maybe they saving them up for something. Because
the bounce back real quick, it was weird to see Enzo. I got his name right. Enzo and Big Cass getting beat up that way. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
like almost. I don't want to say job, but it was just like it was weird. But
then again, but well, I say the Enzo get beat up a lot.
Right, but maybe because I never saw him and Cass at the same time. Like,
yeah, I ain't never seen Cass get beat
yeah,
up.
he was laid out. Like he take up most of the damn ring. But
Enzo, he always get killed. So,
yeah, but it was just weird. And then did you hear the crowd was like, Carmella. She look about like, what am I supposed to do?
I'm hurt. Eva Marie hurt me.
Oh, even Marie and Perry.
You still hurt him.
She and Perry with her redhead. But
Yeah, she gets a vacation while Carmella hurt.
and that's because they was like Eva, you gotta learn how to count. We gotta take you back to preschool. when the referee go 1, 2, you kick out, not F4.
Oh yeah, and Corey Green tried to save. You know what? That and just to go back to that for a second. You know that reminded me of something like what Jesse Ventura would have done on commentary, trying to save it in a sense when you clearly know what you saw was wrong, but they still try to say, "Oh, I didn't see it from this angle."
That's what I'm about to say. He was like, I didn't see it. He said, oh, now I see it. I was done. He did that in the Sasha Banks match too with Bayley. He said, oh, now I see it. I didn't see it from the angle. I didn't know she kicked out. I was like, really? He's such an ass. He is such an ass. I like Corey Graves. He's better than the Raw commentator. But anyway, oof.
Yeah, we ain't talking about that. So, but yeah, so Alexa Bliss gave, like I say, she challenged Bayley again, and it was, like I say, she's really, she's really owning her heel, character.
True. She's doing good. I like her as a heel. Last match, Rhino versus
Some dude, Barry Corbin.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Some
You know what? I like their matches together. I might be the only one, but
yeah.
I like. Maybe I was coming to this like, okay, because remember it was skipping, so I rewatched it, and I was like, I liked it. I like how he kicked out the Gore. I was like, oh damn, he kicked out the Gore. Like,
I don't think they should have been the main event.
They could have put on
I think
one of these matches.
I think Alexa Bliss and Peyton Royce should have ended it. So the lasting thing that you get is that promo from Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, okay. I'm about to ask you, what match would you like? Oh, you want Eva Marie to end off the show?
You're really trying to make me curse.
Oh, you cursed one time on this show. That's one time for NXT, 2 for Raw. I'm counting.
Yeah, but you really trying to get me to do some real nasty cursing. So,
that's all them times for them Johns in the comments. But
I'm trying real hard.
You try so hard like Nikki Bella? It's okay. But anyway, Jay. Rhino.
Yeah.
Versus Corbin. Yeah, like I was saying, he kicked out of the Gore. The crowd was in this match, what I saw. But they was more into Rhino. Everybody just like Rhino. I like Rhino. I like him. He's a good fit for down there. You know what I'm saying? He's down there to get the
he's helping them out.
Yeah. And you know what? Maybe that's gonna be James Storm's role, but I don't know.
I doubt it.
Okay, I tried. But and then at the end, we just skipping. At the end, Samoa Joe was pissed off. He had me laughing.
Well, I'd be pissed off too.
Do you remember exactly what he said?
No, I don't. Like I said, because it was, messing up.
Yeah.
So
he said something like, "You challenged me with your selfie stick." Oh, he said something like that.
He was offended. He was offended.
He was mad as hell. I was like, damn. He was mad as hell. Like, I was just like, I love it. I didn't have that problem. That show ended on that note, but that was just hilarious. Like, and now I'm very intrigued to see this match. Because he threw me off at the end because it was kept skipping. I'm like, okay, I'm done. Because remember I turned it off, but I went back to see this match and it was skipping. But I was like, but that's the only part I didn't skip on Samoa Joe part. It didn't skip, and I'm just like, wow. And I'm just like, that was a good promo. So I guess next week, like you said, it's next week they versus each other. So yeah, that's the end of NXT.
Yep.
NXT,
short and sweet.
Yeah, episode 4. I mean, yeah. So get into news.
Little news. Well, first, little story. WWE is erasing someone else from history.
Oh gosh.
And that person would be the longest reigning champion in modern history. You know who that is?
CM Punk.
There you go.
I said slow.
Yep, WWE is being real petty again. So
No.
so they're gonna try to erase him from history.
Mm,
What?
okay. But did you, not to cut you off real quick, did you see his tweet? Somebody, the baseball going on, and I think it's
Yeah.
the clubs and
Well, the Cubs out now.
I'm sorry. Well, at the time, no, I don't. Whatever team that CM Punk go for, somebody on Twitter was like
Yeah. Well, no, it was the Cubs. No, I mean they just lost last night. So
Oh, okay. So it was I guess CM Punk is the Cubs fan, I guess, or
Yeah.
whoever he's a fan of. A fan was like, oh, so now basically like, so now you gonna walk out on the Cubs like you did at WWE or something, and he let them have it. Like
well, because I
he
mean,
kirked on them.
well, you know what? Because I think we mentioned this once before on another show, where like I say, we don't know. None of us were there to know exactly what he was going through behind the scenes with with the company. And when you get his side of it, you get their side of it. But because there's always one thing people don't realize, there's always three sides to every story. There's their side, the other side, and the truth.
Hmm.
So I mean, so for people to always, oh, you walked out on da 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 da. Well, do these same people feel the same way about Steve Austin walking out in 2000? What was it, 2002? Do they feel the same way about that? You know what I mean? It's like, why are people so like pissed off with him walking out?
I'm thinking. Well, I mean, I know you said Austin, but in this era, I think because CM Punk to certain people was like the best part of Raw. I know Austin was, but that's a different time. But when he left, it was like that gap. You know what I mean? Like he was like one of the best parts, besides the Shield and all that. But maybe I didn't have a problem with him leaving when I heard. Oh, he left. Okay, I'm thinking he went on vacation. You know what I mean? Like, okay, he just it's a
And so did
contract.
Vince. So did Vince.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, okay, he was vacation. Then it's like, oh, he walked out. I'm like, what do you mean he walked out? You mean he like legit left?
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe he was burnt out. That's what I thought. And then I'm just like, okay, he should have finished his contract. But at a certain point in your life, it's something you can't fix,
Exactly.
or it's like it's unfixable. You just gotta give up sometimes. We can't all be like John Cena, say never come up. Especially after the surgery, he come back like a week later. No, we all can't do that. Sometimes
Yeah,
burn your bridges. So
because you know what, and I'm not saying this trying to be. This has nothing to do with how I feel about John Cena the wrestler. This is just talking about injuries in general. Yeah, right now John Cena bounces back, from those injuries like nothing. But maybe I say maybe 20, 30 years down the road, he might be in bad shape because of the fact that he pushed his body so hard to come back from like serious injuries. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And stuff like that. So yeah, you because it's like football players. Yeah, they dog their bodies out so hard. Why they playing and this, that, and other. But then like 20 years later, they're in a wheelchair.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, and wrestlers as well.
yeah, wrestlers too.
Like Lex Luger, when he's in the wheelchair.
Yeah, he in a wheelchair. He
Oh,
in
he's
real.
still-
Yeah. Well, I mean, but I think a lot of that is from steroid use.
Yeah, the damage. But it's still damage on your body.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
still damn it. And then I mean, like Mick Foley. The older he's getting,
Yeah.
he don't move as as like he used to,
True.
because all that stuff that he put his body through, it has caught up to him.
Yep.
So, but we talk about Punk. I mean, everybody go through things on jobs because, like I said, at the end of the day, it's still a job, right? I mean, I myself, I was in a position on an old job where I left because it got to the point where I couldn't. I was not happy with my situation. As you make that choice you make a firm decision to know that you got to do something. It's either you gonna continue to suffer through whatever that can potentially cause you more harm or risk, or you're gonna walk away from it and feel better about yourself.
True.
So for people to always be like, "Oh, you walked out," who he so it's almost like people are saying that not so much that he walked out on the company, but it's almost like they feel that he walked out on them.
Yeah, in a way, yeah, because like I said before, at that time he was the best part. You know what I mean, of the show.
Well,
But at the same time, it's like this man went through hell, according
yeah,
to him. So if he want, now I feel this way. Now I was like, at first I was like, okay, he walked out. Why he do that? You know what I mean? Because I'm the type of person, you finish something, you complete it. That's how I was raised. But when I heard his podcast, I don't know how true that is, you know. But when I
yeah.
heard the details from his side, I was like, I don't blame him for walking out. You know, but that whole thing with the doctor, and if that is true, that's horrible. Because you know now they're like, oh yeah, our medical team helped them. Our medical team do this. So now they're putting the medical team out there. Now if it's not true about the doctor, what he said, that doctor's gonna sue him. But if it's true, I mean, that doctor shouldn't be there. If it's true, I'm not saying if it's true or not. I mean, it really depends.
Well, I'm gonna say this, and you don't need a doctor to know this. Go back, and I'm not saying you necessarily, but
No.
anyone who listens, go back and look at his last four months with the company, and tell me, did he look healthy to you?
Nah, he looked burnt the hell out.
Yeah, he really did. The bags under his eyes, he didn't have that same, that spark in his eyes. He looked like he was done.
True. Yeah.
So like I said, you get to that crossroad, and you have to make a decision. Look, I tell even if I met the man, I would tell him to his face, you're the reason why I started back watching WWE in 2011 to begin with. Was I happy that he left? No, I wasn't happy. But did I understand why he left? Hell yeah, I understood why he left. I'm like I say, I'm still a fan of his, even if he don't want me to be a fan of his or whatever. I'm still a fan of his. I respect him, because he got out of a bad situation. Whether if he kind of helped cause it, or if because of what was going on behind the scenes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for people to feel like, and always love to kind of go at him and just hark on that whole thing and this, that, and the other, it's like, get over it. He's moving on with his life. We should move on too. And also too, I'll say this. Would you really want him to be there with how bad everything is right now? Because are you trying to tell me that the show would be 100% better just solely with him, his segment, and you have to still suffer through everything else? No.
Yeah, I mean, right, but my thought was at that time, like, oh, he walked out before wrestling. I'm like, damn, I'm not going to see him, at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But like I said before, I understand why he did it, and he don't come back. That's up to him. I mean, I just at this point, I'm not against him or I'm not for him. You know what I mean? I'm just neutral. I'm like, okay, he did what he wanted to do. I loved his work when he was in the company. He did a good job. And I don't hate him or dislike. I don't hate him or like him. It's just neutral. You know what I mean? Like he come back, yeah, hey, that's cool. But
and I say this for people who say, well, he'll never, come back, get back in with the WWE, blah blah blah, etc. etc. I have two words really, and that's Ultimate Warrior.
yeah, the only person I don't see coming back is China, but that's just me.
No, even with her, and like I say, it's Ultimate Warrior, because if that man could come back to WWE after everything that went on with him and that company, he got fired. After I think it was before SummerSlam, he got fired in '92, I think it was. He got fired, right? And then all the nasty stuff that, and then when he came back in '96, and they say how nasty of a dude he was and all this type of stuff, and then they let him go, and that's when he went to WCW, and still they, that bridge, they rebuilt the bridge from '92 to '96, and then he blew it up again, and it was destroyed, and there was no way that he was ever gonna come back. And then he ends up coming back to get in the Hall of Fame. So if he can come back, anybody can come back, and that includes China at some point. Whether
I doubt that with her,
whe-
but
whether
that's
whether
another
it's
situation.
I mean whether it's while she's still alive. I mean she's basically
When
she
she's dead, yeah, I could see her. They put, God forbid that would happen. I could see her doing that, but her, no.
she's basically WWE version of Pete Rose, with baseball. She's basically become that where she if you looked at what she accomplished in WWE, you'd be like, well, why isn't she in the Hall of Fame? Same thing with Pete Rose in baseball. You look at his stats, be like, well, why isn't he in the Hall of Fame? But just because of certain this, that, and the other, they won't put him in. And I think just like with Pete Rose, I believe this too. They won't put him in the Hall of Fame until he's dead. They probably won't do the same with her until she's dead, because then they won't actually be there, which is bad. But
Yeah, it's very bad. But is there any more news before we wrap up?
there. Well, wait a minute. What was the one I texted you?
Don't give me the line.
See, that's why I text you this stuff.
I don't remember. It was something.
Oh yeah, okay. No, I remember now. And I don't know how true this is, but I saw this story where it said that the WWE had reached out to New Japan Pro Wrestling about showing their stuff on the network. And it's like, really? Even though Japan said no. But it's like, why are you reaching out to other companies to show their stuff on your network when it's supposed to be all about you?
I guess they want to brand out to get them viewers, because they got Oscar, and they got Adeo Tommy. I guess they want to draw them audience as well to their product, I guess.
Yeah, but New Japan has its own streaming service, just like WWE has its own service, right?
Yeah.
New Japan is doing all right on its own. It don't need WWE. It almost seems like WWE needs them more than New Japan needs them. But also at the same time, from what I was reading of the story, it's like the president of New Japan was feeling that maybe with this it would be easy for WWE to kind of like poach talent in a sense.
Yeah.
But the theory, what I was telling you earlier about the theory that I have in regards to this. Now, we all know the rocky road that TNA is on, and because they soon at the end, well, next year they'll be off of Destination America once again. They losing another TV deal, all right? So, what if with WWE Network and with this, if they went to Dixie Carter about putting TNA on the network?
I'm just gonna laugh at you. She might say yes.
Exactly, because like what you said, it gets them more viewers, right? And if they worked out some kind of deal to where you would, then of course, then I would be right, because Bobby Roode would show up on NXT, maybe NXT or even the main roster. I don't know how they would work that deal out, but it would be interesting, especially with the fact that WWE, like I said, I don't know how true that story is. I don't have no, inside story, personal or nothing like that. Just something I read. Like I said, I just put it out there just to get some kind of feedback on it. But if it's true, and like I said, with my theory of that, it would be interesting because of the fact that, like I said, they reaching out to another company about showing that stuff on the network. Well, here's one that's struggling, TNA. Put them on the network. Who knows? It could be a win-win for everybody. Then would people be like, "Oh, we love TNA now because it's on WWE Network"?
But do you that ain't gonna happen? But do you think they're gonna try to get like creative control?
I don't know.
Because if you screen that, you know, TNA is more. Is it Is it TV 14?
I don't
I
know.
don't know, but you know they do certain things that's not, you know, to the WWE standards. But
I
I know, but still, but
well, don't WWE have a parental thing on it,
oh gosh,
right? So that's their way out of that. Don't watch it. I mean, you still got you got ECW stuff on there.
true.
I mean, yeah, they edit out the curse words and all that, but still got the violence and all the overt sexuality stuff that's on there. Hell, the Attitude Era Raw stuff that's on there.
Yeah.
So
I mean, who knows with TNA? I don't want to talk about TNA. I know, but ugh. But
yeah,
I mean, new Japan wrestling. I mean, it would have been different to see them on the network. You know, I mean,
yeah, but but from what the story I was reading is that it's like that the president of New Japan, he was offended. It's like they don't look at them as competition by doing that, and because of the fact, like I said, they have their own streaming service, they have their fan base and stuff like that. By trying to make them a sub division, a sub entity of the network, would be cheapening them in a sense.
oh, okay.
Because okay, if you putting that stuff on the network, then why do people need to buy their streaming service, right?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. See, so
Is there any more news before we get out of here?
yeah, that's it.
Okay. Plugs. Um, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what's wrong with me right now. I just like legit just thirsty. Thank you all for listening. We appreciate it. Shout out to everybody who listened. Share, please. Like us on Facebook. I say Facebook. Why I keep saying Facebook?
I don't know. Are we getting a Facebook page that I don't know about?
No, we got a Tumblr. I told you about recently.
Yeah, you did.
I need to get on there. No, I'm trying to think. Oh, thanks for again listening. I'm sorry, long day. SoundCloud.com / KedaNJay. Follow us on SoundCloud. We got a couple more followers. Thank you, Peter. I appreciate you. He always retweet our show, and then I think we get viewers from him as well. So thank you. And people on Twitter, thank you all too for checking out our show. We appreciate it. Anybody, thank you. YouTube viewers, thank you. We appreciate it very much. And I'm trying to think of what I need to shout out. I wanted to shout out somebody, but I can't think who it is at the moment. Shout out to Robin. Follow her at JR Restano. JRRESTAINO. I think I got it right this time. And follow I'm horrible right now, Jay. I'm sorry. Follow KedaNJay show. That's our Twitter page. We got over 100 followers. Yay. Thank you all once again. Go follow Vijay Giles. Follow him as well. And when you go to our show page, you mostly talk to Jay. So
Yeah, you did.
yeah, I'm horrible. If you see me on there, it's by accident. I'm horrible.
It's fine. Well, I've learned
Hockey
that.
was on there. I was like, oh, that wasn't supposed to be for that, but whatever.
Yeah. I've learned from making the mistake of being on there and tweeting stuff that I'm thinking I'm on my regular account.
Yeah, because we you know we both control the pace. I was like, God damn it, but whatever. Follow me at yeah you know it 1991. Not spelling that out. And subscribe to us on YouTube. Like we appreciate it. YouTube subscribe. Hardest on SoundCloud as well. Check out Jay and Keda Movie Talk. Jay plug that.
Yeah, we done what 3 episodes now?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, the latest one we talked about Halloween Resurrection, which was a interesting episode.
Then we talk about the and you know what? Plug the other 2 in too.
Oh yeah, and in the previous one, well, the very first one was No Holds Barred. The second one was Mimic with our special guest, DJ BTB. Yep.
And shout out to Peter always. Follow him at PJTW Central. Awesome guys. Listen to his podcast with him and Nathan Newman. They cracks me up every Monday. You know, when they post it. And him and Jay, his co-host Jay, they are hilarious when they come to NXT. Like they just be battlers. They have me entertained every Wednesday when I listen to them. And kudos to everybody who actually watch wrestling these days.
Well, who watched WWE?
True. Well, yeah. See,
Because there is good wrestling outside of the quote unquote WWE universe.
True. And is anything else, Jay?
Nope.
Oh, Shane McMahon. Peace.